my beauties, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you not only how to cope, but how to survive and thrive in the Mercury Retrograde of 2020. I think I just demonstrated the situation that's going on here in Mercury Retrograde. Those of you who are unfamiliar with the Mercury Retrograde, why is that so hard for me to say today? Oh, banging on the first sip. The Mercury Retrograde is basically when Mercury affects the energy here on this planet. So the manifestations of that we might experience is that the energy can be quite chaotic. It can also make it feel like things are going backwards. Sometimes things from your past can start to reappear into your reality. So maybe ex-boyfriends or old habits that you did a lot of work on getting over or healing from can start to appear back into your life. You may also find that technology starts to glitch more than normal. I've been having all sorts of crazy stuff going on with my Alexa recently, but I think she just has a mind of her own any time of the year, if you ask me. You are, and never forget this, you are an infinitely powerful being that has come down to live a temporary physical experience for a little while, okay? But never forget that your power, your energy is not limited to the shape of your body. Your energy is infinitely powerful and can reach to the ends of the universe and beyond. So with that in mind, your belief of how powerful your energy is determines the power of your energy, okay? So if you believe that the Mercury retrograde is this powerful thing that has control over you and is going to massively affect your life, then you're giving power to that. You're giving your power away. And also, as I'm sure you've already heard before, I mention this quite a lot, what you focus on expands. So if you focus on the drama, I know a lot of spiritual people love a bit of drama, love a bit of spiritual drama. Oh no, it's the Mercury retrograde, watch out, who knows what's going to come, as if some kind of massive hurricane is about to destroy everything they've been working for. I'm not saying that it doesn't have any power whatsoever, but I'm saying that if you want to, you could choose not to give it any power, okay? If you can believe that your energy is more powerful than any negative energy, then your energy will always be strong enough to take you through anything in life. Use your energy wisely, and remember that whether it's a negative person and a negative situation or a big fat Mercury retrograde that seems to be coming at you to get you, just remember that if you believe that your energy is more powerful than that person or that energy or that thing, your energy will be more powerful than that person or that energy or that thing. So I am still fully aware that many of you are looking for techniques. If you do feel like you are getting affected by the Mercury retrograde, I'm going to go through some of my favorite techniques that I use at a time like this where energy might feel a bit wonky or a bit chaotic, or at any time of year, to be honest, so that you can get yourself feeling as good as possible and take back control of your energy and your outcomes. First of all, we're going to take a brief look at crystals. Many of you, I'm sure, are familiar with crystals. Comment below if you own crystals, if you have a crystal collection, what your favorite crystal is, and comment below which crystals you find help you the most during this time. Some of my favorites that are just seeming to appear in my life more at the moment than normal, so I feel like I'm going to trust in that significance. So this, for example, is rose quartz. It's a beautiful rose quartz necklace that a good friend of mine, Shruti, gave me. She just felt the pull to give it to me a couple of years ago, and I really trust and appreciate the significance of her giving this to me. As many of you know, rose quartz is associated with love, and love is one of the most powerful energies that you can possibly vibrate on. And the more love you have in your life, the more happiness and high vibrations you're going to have in your life as a result. So I like to sometimes I wear this, or sometimes I just carry it in my handbag, and I just love the feel of it. I love holding it in my hand. It's got a really nice weight to it. And also sometimes I hang it on my door or my window if I feel like I need a bit of extra protection and I want to feel safe in my home. So rose quartz is one of my favorites for the Mercury retrograde. Just a little reminder, when was the last time that you cleansed your crystals and recharged them? The way that I cleanse and recharge my crystals is I rinse them gently under cold water for about 5 minutes. And then I let them dry naturally and charge in sunlight or full moonlight if it's a full moon coming up when you're watching this. Comment below if you have another approach or a better approach. I'm always open to learning more about crystals because I am, relatively speaking, I feel like I am a beginner. But I'm a strong believer in do not let yourself hold you back from sharing something that you have personally experienced. A lot of people I know resist and hold themselves back from posting YouTube videos and stuff like that because they don't feel like they have a PhD in that subject yet. Let me just say that if you can share your point of view and you make it clear that it's, you're speaking from your own experience, you may inspire one person or 5 million people to go ahead and practice something that could really help improve their lives. So I'm a strong believer in everyone has a voice of value, and so do you. Trust me, the things that you've experienced in your life so far are worthy of sharing, and the lessons that you have learned in your life so far could help somebody else in their life experience. So never undervalue yourself or the experience that you have accumulated on your life journey so far. Okay, another one of my favorite crystals is jade. So this is a beautiful egg made of jade. Egg, I liked an egg shape. I just like it. It kind of signifies new beginnings. It signifies, like a baby chick. I just really like the idea of it representing new beginnings. And if ever I'm feeling like there's an overwhelm of energy or chaos in my life, then a new beginning is always a really nice energy to focus on. Jade is also famous for providing you with protection. So if you feel like you need a bit of extra protection right now, maybe jade could be a nice choice for you. And what else? Oh, another one of my favorites is amethysts. Look at this cute little amethyst. How adorable is that? I love it. What I love about amethyst is that it provides a lot of peace and calm. It's very calming, very soothing. It's very detoxifying. I think some people call it like the hangover crystal or something because it's meant to sort of boost your immunity or support you with any kind of toxins in your life. It's the first crystal that I remember my mum having when I was a child, so I feel like it has extra significance because it's connected to childhood memories. What else? Oh, this is a necklace that I inherited from my grandma. I never really knew that she was into crystals before, but then this appeared. Some of my friends who are a bit more sort of spiritually open than I am, as in like they can hear and communicate with spirits more easily than I can. Some of grandma has spoken to me through some of them, and even my own auntie told me that grandma says that jewelry, in particular necklaces, is something that I can sort of connect to her through, and she was always the jewelry queen. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on right now. Connect a bit of grandma love. Hey grandma. There we go. Grandma's got our back. Ooh, I can feel it tingling. Another thing that's really important to add about the Mercury retrograde is that just because there is some shift in energy at the moment and there might be some energies that don't feel like they're working in your favor, that does not mean that during the Mercury retrograde that the world is against you or the universe has stopped caring about you or stopped answering your prayers. On the contrary, my friends, the universe always has your back, always, always. During this time where you might feel like you need a little bit of extra support and love in your life, make sure to speak, to communicate clearly with the universe and ask the universe for support. Ask the universe for help, ask the universe for answers. Let's say, for example, if you're feeling a little bit confused or overwhelmed, if you are blessed to have choice in your life and you're not sure which option to choose or whether to go for this job or that job, or whether to continue this path or change your path, or whether to get into that relationship or not get into that relationship. If you are blessed with the opportunity of choice at the moment, then go ahead and during your meditation, I would recommend that you ask the universe clearly and intentionally for your answer. And the universe will always give you the best answer. All we need to do is quiet down, quiet our minds, stop stressing over the spiritual drama of Mercury retrograde, and just listen. And your answer will always be there. I sometimes find during times like the Mercury retrograde that things like physical objects can be a little bit confused in my life. So for example, I find that I'm more prone to losing things during this time. So you know what it's like when you're rushing out of the house and you can't find your keys or whatever. I seem to find that I've been experiencing that a little bit more recently. So the great news is I've discovered a while back that you can simply ask. I like to just say, okay, universe, where are my keys? Universe, where's my padlock for the gym? Universe, where's whatever, right? And I kid you not, guys, within 5 seconds or less, the idea pops into my head to look somewhere, and whatever I asked for, whatever I'm looking for is there. I kid you not, it's crazy. If you haven't tried that before, give it a go, okay? And what I love about that exercise when I lose something and then I ask the universe and find it instantly is that it's a beautiful reminder that you are never alone on your journey in the most beautiful and comforting of ways. You know, you've always got divine spirits or the universe or guardian angels. You've always got guides supporting you, and when you ask, you will always receive answers. Perhaps the reason why I've been losing things a lot more recently is so that I end up in a situation where then I ask my spirit guides, I ask the universe, and then I find the object, which is all a process that gets me to remembering that I am not alone and I'm being divinely guided. That is an example of the fact that any problem or challenge or chaos or issue that you might be going through, if you look at it from a different angle, it may just be the universe finding a new way to remind you, trying to be like, hello, I'm still here, you can rely on me some more. So go ahead, rely on the universe some more and be grateful for every detour in the right direction, because every detour is a detour in the right direction. My next piece of advice for the Mercury retrograde is do not hate on any negative emotions that you experience. Don't judge yourself, don't criticize yourself, don't feel guilty, for goodness sakes. Please do not feel guilty for having any kind of negative emotions, okay? Contrary to what a lot of people share on social media about manifestation and the law of attraction, I believe that as much as it feels like, ooh, the quick formula to getting everything you want is to just feel happy all the time, in reality, the journey towards enlightenment, that journey towards constantly feeling love and happiness, involves you letting go of trauma from the past, pain from the past, old habits, negative energy. And so during your journey where you are letting go of things that no longer serve you, things are going to come up to the surface. Tears are going to fall out of your face. You're going to have periods of time, where you feel very upset. And if you then feel angry at yourself because you're not doing the feeling happy all the time stuff that you have been told you need to do in order to manifest everything. Like, for example, I've recently been doing breath work. I'm going to do a whole new video on breath work and my experiences with it because it's been incredible. And during breath work, to touch on it briefly, there have been some times when I'm on the mat where, tears just come out and I don't even know where it came from, but it feels like the most incredible, beautiful release, because clearly I was holding on to some pain in my body that I needed to let go of. Equally, when I've done intensive yoga sessions with Master Sri Akarshana or Grandmaster Akshar in India, I was very taken aback, very surprised the first few times that it happened, but now I'm kind of, I know what it is, right? But the first few times during these intensive yoga sessions where I was doing back bends and, moving my body into positions it had never moved before, stretching it to new limits, what I didn't realize was actually happening during that kind of advanced yoga practice is that you're actually opening things up, opening energy channels that need to be opened that have never been opened before or haven't been opened for a long, long time. By opening things up, you clear things, you allow negative energies to leave your body. So there were several times during these yoga sessions where I found myself on the mat and I just started to sob uncontrollably, and it felt so good. It was like the most incredible good cry. my point is, if you find yourself sobbing on a yoga mat, don't feel bad about sobbing on the yoga mat. Feel grateful because, oh, how wonderful. This energy is now leaving your body. You're now healing from something. You're now reaching a new level, and that will elevate you to be able to manifest more of what you want into your life. Have patience with yourself. Yes, your emotions might be heightened at this point. It might be due to the Mercury retrograde. It might be due to the moon cycle. It might be due to your own personal journey and that you've got some stuff that's come up to the surface, okay? Whenever things don't seem to go to your perfect plan of happy, 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 and when some sadness or some stress or some chaos or some failure is added to your journey, just be grateful because all it's doing is shining a light on an area of your life where there's still some growth to do. And as much as that might sound super frustrating and not the answer that you want to hear, this whole point why you're down here on earth living this physical experience is so that you can experience growth. So never get frustrated about the fact that this whole darn journey, this whole darn point of living on earth is about your spirit experiencing contrast, experiencing positivity and negativity, and growing from that, growing as a spirit, growing as a soul. Next, if you are feeling like you are totally burned out and you want to quit, my advice to you during the Mercury retrograde is do not quit, just pause. If you need to take a pause, that's absolutely fine. We all do from time to time. If you feel like social media is just taking over your life and stressing you out, maybe you can choose to pause for several weeks and have a detox on social media. If you feel like old habits have been creeping back in and you feel like you just cannot cope with the workload, or you just don't have the energy or motivation to go to the gym, or whatever it is that you promised yourself, don't quit, but just press pause, which will allow you to be able to step back in as soon as you feel more energized to do so. Something that I learned from Grandmaster Akshar when we were in the Himalayan mountains is that when you have committed, when you have set the intention, when you've declared that you're going to get some growth, you're going to reach your next level, you're going to do all of this stuff and become this next level version of you, tests come. The universe throws you some curveballs. Number one, to see if you are going to walk the walk as well as talk the talk, to see if you are really serious about this growth, to see if you are vibrationally at a level where if you get blessed with that blessing, you will be able to handle those blessings. But also sometimes there is growth that needs to be had. There is strengthening of your soul that needs to come before that manifestation can arrive, before you can truly, genuinely appreciate it. And maybe, again, I'm not telling you the news you want to hear, but I'm just telling you this is how it works. And when you understand how it works, you can be okay with the process. So when that challenge comes along and you're looking at it, you can look at it with gratitude. You can even give the universe a little cheeky wink and say, thank you for this growth opportunity. I see what you're doing. I understand why this thing has come along and, disrupted my plans a little bit. Thank you. I see what you're doing here, but no matter what, I'm going to keep going. You see me, right? The universe is always watching you. Just remember that. So the universe is watching whether you crumble and give up, or the universe is watching you have grit, have determination, have strength beyond the average person's strength. And then when you prove that you are strong enough for these blessings, the blessings can rain down on you. I know a lot of YouTube videos about the law of attraction are almost like a how to get rich quick, or how to get to the pot of gold quick, or how to manifest your soulmate quick. I'm giving you the real deal here. I'm giving you the truth of, the fact that yes, you deserve everything, and yes, you can have anything, and yes, you can manifest anything. But along that journey, it's not just YouTube video to YouTube video. It's not just create a vision board and then bingo, the car is there in your drive. What about the stuff that you do in between? What about the action that you take? What about the ups and the downs in your journey? What about all the times when you want to give up that you don't? That is the stuff that actually is the paving slabs between creating that vision board and it appearing into your reality. A lot of people have a fear of, or they warn you against committing to business deals or getting into relationships during a Mercury retrograde. How can I put it? If you're stuck in the chaos and you're allowing the drama of the Mercury retrograde to rule your life, then you are unlikely to be able to make clear, conscious decisions. But if you are practicing staying grounded, if you are practicing taking care of your energy and prioritizing that, if you're taking care of you and doing your rituals that you love to do to stay in alignment, then there should be no reason why you can't make a sound decision about a business deal or getting into a relationship. So just remember that it's about what you allow to control you, or how you decide that you're going to stay in control of your energy. So if this video has helped you to see things a little bit differently, if it's given you a bit more clarity on what to do and how to get through the Mercury retrograde, then make sure to give it a thumbs up so that I know that you found this video useful. Then it will indicate to me to create more videos of this kind. Also, I always read all the comments below, so make sure to comment any ideas that you have, any techniques that you use during the Mercury retrograde, and also comment below with any videos that you would like me to create, because I'm always open to taking requests and making videos that you want to see. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button so that you actually see my next videos. On that note, hope you have a beautiful Mercury retrograde. It's a time for you to take even more care of yourself than normal, and who doesn't love an opportunity to do that? Thank you for watching.